What's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about one of the most recent signings to the NFL. As this is, as much as I'm happy for Jonathan, as a Texans fan, I'm going to miss Jonathan Owens on the Texans. The Texans, or former Houston Texans safety, defensive back Jonathan Owens signed with the Green Bay Packers today as the Packers signed Texans safety who started in all 17 games for them last year. Jonathan Owens had a great year last year for the Texans, had 125 tackles with 4 passes deflected and 1 sack. I think he had 4 tackles for loss as well. A great year with the Texans. And even more important, I just love everything him and his new wife, Simone Biles, did for the community. I know we're not losing her. Simone Biles, even though her newlywed, Jonathan Owens, is going to the Green Bay Packers. The gymnastic Simone Biles, she's still gonna be a Houston fan. She's from Houston. It's not gonna change. But they were just a really cool couple. And they still are a couple, but just not for the city of. They're still a city. I don't know. It's hard to describe. You always saw them at Astros games, and you saw them at Astros games. You saw them at Rockets games, and I don't know. It was really cool for Houston, the city of Houston. And not only was it cool for the city of Houston, but he was playing some damn good football last season. Some good football, and I get with Jimmy Ward coming in and having Jalen Petrie with the rookie season he had. And him starting 17 games last year, really didn't think he was going to be really a starter next year for the Texans. And that was probably one reason why he didn't want to return to the Texans. And the Texans are going to be fine without him. But he's just a guy I'm going to miss. He worked hard every day for the Texans. He worked his way up. He was, he spent a while in the practice squad as well. And, a great signing for the Packers. He had a great year with the Texans last year. 17 games, 17 starts, 125 tackles, 4 passes deflected, 1 sack, and 4 tackles for loss. So he had a great year with us last year. Played some great football, worked hard. He worked hard all of his years here. I think he's been here 4 or 5 years. He's worked hard to get to this point where he was last year, starting all 17 games. He worked really hard to get where he was last year, and I wish him all the best in Green Bay, and I know you'll still see him a lot in Houston. Simone Biles, she's from here, even though she might be spending a lot of time in Wisconsin with Jonathan now that he's with Green Bay. They'll still spend a lot of time here in the off season, and I'm sure Simone will spend some time here as well, just being from here. But I think the Green Bay Packers, they got themselves a stud with Jonathan Owens. I can't remember who they have at the safety position. Jareer Alexander is a corner. So at the top of my head, I don't really remember who's at the safety position for the Packers. Jonathan should be able to start. Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. It just depends who's starting at safety for them. But he's definitely going to have a chance to fight. Work hard. That's something he did with the Texans for his 5 years. Worked all the way from the practice squad to starting all 17 games in a season and did really well with those 17 games. So it's not like, he started all 17 games and did bad. He actually was pretty solid in the 17 games he played. So wish all the best to him, and I think Green Bay just got themselves a stud for very cheap. But that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed their thoughts, and peace out. Go Texans.